Hi, everyone. You're watching Channel Futures TV. I'm James Anderson, Senior News Editor at Channel Futures. Today, we're pleased to be getting to know Eaton better. With me is Brad Newcomer, Manager of Segment Development for Distributed IT at Eaton. Brad, welcome. How are you?
James, I'm excellent. Thanks for having me on today. Looking forward to this opportunity to talk a little bit more about what we do here.
Yeah, it's our pleasure. Let's get into it.
Sure.
Can you tell me what a segment development team does at Eaton?
The segment development team was actually formed about 2.5 years ago. So all of my reps are really subject matter experts and focused on one particular vertical. So I have someone covering healthcare. I have someone covering education. I have someone covering government. That would include your federal, local, and state. I have someone covering emerging technologies, so think machine learning, AI, manufacturing, kind of the cutting edge evolution of segments that's coming out there in the marketplace now. And then also have someone for retail point of sale. So think anything related to big box, your Walmarts, your Starbucks, anything with multiple locations, typically a retail presence, retail point of sale. That's what my team is comprised of. What we do is really focus on utilizing our, or I should say their skill sets and experience to make our internal teams, as well as our channel partners out there, more able to effectively sell into those particular segments. So I like to say that we paint with a very broad brushstroke because there's a lot of different things that we're doing. At the highest level, we're working really closely with the product management team and the marketing team, taking the voice of the customer, that's internal and external and end users, to make sure that from a marketing standpoint, we have everything that we need from a content perspective so that everyone is kind of armed with all of the latest, material and things like that to make our opportunity to sell into those segments, easier. We're also working closely with that product management team to make sure that as we get customer feedback, that our products are aligned with what we need in the marketplace. It may be a small tweak, it may be something new, but we're really focused on setting that overall strategy within these particular segments in the division. Now, with that being said, we're doing a lot of other things from training. We do a lot of trade shows. We're doing a lot of things internally and externally to really just, again, kind of enable others to be more confidently able to sell. So all of the folks on my team have a vast wealth of experience in their particular verticals. So they're sometimes brought in to kind of assist on actual deals, although we are not a direct sales team. I think that's important to note, but we're really a resource. So if they want us at the table across from an end user, we'll sit and have those conversations of our experience and background of what we've done, typically what we do in these type of situations with the unique challenges to those particular verticals. We'll go to partner events and do training for teams, things like that. So again, very wide ranging type of things that we do, but we're busy and really happy to make other people more successful.
Great. Now you mentioned these different segments. Could you tell a little bit more about how Eaton plays into those segments?
I think generally speaking, so the distributed infrastructure group of which I'm a part of and this team sits under is really focused around power and power management, which is really critical in any vertical. So if you think about the need to keep things up and running, to have potentially a battery backup if something goes down, the ability to manage remote products and things like that. So Eaton really covers the whole gamut. So you look at the UPS itself for the backup power, all the cables, all the connectivity, the surge protection, the PDUs for power distribution, the mounts, the racks that a lot of these products will sit in. We have a very wide ranging amount of products. I think, the quantity now, as I know, is over 5,000 different products out there, but everything from a charging station to mobile workstations to any kind of mounts, our racks number in the dozens to, floor standing, wall mount, really to meet any unique need within those particular verticals. Obviously, some verticals more than others have their own unique challenges and things that make them a little differentiated within their product set. So if you look at government, there are specific TAA requirements in some instances. So Eaton actually has specifically built TAA required products that are met within those specifications and expectations. Healthcare has unique needs as far as compliance within that type of environment for safety and patient protection and minimizing downtime, things like that. So very wide-ranging amount of products, but they all fit in any segment really.
Now, dovetailing more into healthcare, I know
Mm-hmm.
Eaton is very involved in healthcare power management. Um, what's the partner play there? How can they make money selling into that market?
Yeah, let me just talk a little bit about healthcare, and I can certainly answer that question. So, healthcare itself is a unique animal because they are focused on a couple of things that make them unique. They are directly focused on minimizing downtime. If you think about the environments that these products are being utilized, and patient safety is the most critical component. So, there are specific requirements, UL certifications, to which our products or any kind of products being utilized and used in a healthcare environment, be it a patient care facility, an operating room, a clinic, a pharmacy, obviously the closets themselves that a lot of this equipment will be housed. But to have that requirement for those particular situations requires a unique set of products. So we have over 80 different healthcare related products that meet those medical certifications. It's important for a biomed engineer or anyone focused within that IT environment to make sure that anything being utilized around a patient is safe, especially from accidental surge or accidental shock. So we've been a leader in that space for over 20 years. We're very well known and highly regarded to have those products that meet those specific requirements. In this type of environment, you're really looking at anything from, rolling carts that you'll see going in and out of the rooms, the battery backup for them, and obviously the surge protection that's really critical and important for those type of environments. You'll see the charging stations for all the tablets and the products that are being utilized throughout these type of hospital environments. You'll see everything from the simple outlet that allows someone to plug in a cell phone that's going to be safe to charge around a patient within that 6 to 9 feet vicinity. So this is probably the one space that's a little more unique than others because it has those specific requirements. We even created a set of products that are antimicrobial to inhibit the growth of bacteria. One of the things that really came about and was a popular item was our charging stations that have an IV light that actually kills viruses and bacteria. So at the end of the night or at the end of a shift, a tablet or a laptop could be placed into that. After 15 minutes, that UV light will sanitize those types of products. So again, specific requirements that make you a little unique than any other vertical out there, but really important in that space. And these folks working in these hospitals, if they are not in compliance, face a fine. So that's obviously top of mind, very important. You asked about how the partners can get assistance here. So our Power Advantage program is one of the best in the industry. It really rewards our partners for bringing business opportunities to Eaton. They're there to help you find these opportunities to make sure that the right products are being sold, that perhaps there's other ancillary products and solutions that should be top of mind and might be something they can consider. We're happy to engage and involve our other folks that are locally based within the territory, engineering or otherwise. We can help with any kind of specification needs that they have. And then this program will also afford them discounts for opportunities as they're bringing us opportunities to Eaton. So we have a whole partner development team that's really focused on kind of holding the hands of the partners to help them sell competently within those type of situations to get them the best and most aggressive pricing that they can out there to purchase through their preferred provider of distribution that they typically buy from. So obviously my team can certainly be involved to help talk about our expertise and what we've done to meet challenges that other customers have overcome with our solutions and products. So really kind of it all encompasses really a centralized focus around the partner system, ecosystem to make them more effectively selling and getting the best discounts out there.
I love it. Oh, and I love the antimicrobial element, like the level of like vertical specific knowledge. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Brad, could you talk about where else you're seeing vertical growth?
It may come as a surprise for me to say this, but education is still such a strong driver within these segments. 20% of the world's data is utilized in the education space. If you're looking at K through 12, higher education, libraries are kind of lumped into there too. In terms of the data devices, if you think about this kids, what they have access to, what they're utilizing in schools now from 2020, there's a 99% increase in the number of data devices being deployed out there. So obviously the protection, the management, the charging, All of those complementary needs can be accomplished through our Eaton portfolio. And obviously, when you look at schools, minimal staffing, IT is stretched very thin. We have some great solutions from a software perspective that allow them to remotely monitor these solutions, which really is helpful in that type of environment where money can be tight and staffing is a little short. So, again, you can buy the product and have it remotely monitored, know what the status is, what something needs replaced or needs attention to. So, quite a compliment that fits into that education space.
Any closing words you'd want to offer for the partners that are thinking about getting involved with Eaton?
I think it really just comes down to making sure that first and foremost, you go onto our Power Advantage website, that you register. Someone will reach out to kind of help you with that onboarding process and really kind of talk you through how we go to market with our partner program, what the discounts look like, and requirements that may be associated there. And more importantly, just kind of better arming you to be more knowledgeable, more capable, and more effectively able to sell Eaton products overall.
Beautiful, Brad. Thanks for the time. Thanks for the info.
Absolutely a pleasure. Thanks so much.
And thanks for watching, everyone.